Hey guys, Mel Bell here with your reading for October for air signs. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Nose is itching. So if you are new here, thank you for stopping by. I do monthly readings for the zodiac signs by element, and I also do weekly angel readings, so check out my channel. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for trusting me with this information. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading to touch many people, and so it might not always resonate 100%. So take what fits for you and leave the rest behind for others. And please like, share with your friends. Subscribe if you would like to be notified. You click the bell when these readings come online for you. So starting off, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius is the Ace of Cups in the Self position. I really love this energy for you. It definitely points towards meeting new friends, meeting potential mates, being seen by others, and heart-centered stuff where your space is expanding. That's kind of how I see it. Like maybe you have this very tight space that you are existing in, and you have chosen that, but you're starting to expand, and so now other people can come in, feel more welcome to step in to your heart energy. So this can manifest itself in many ways. It can manifest itself through children, an animal, a new animal, volunteering somewhere, but also meeting sorry, my nose is starting to close up on me. Meeting new people, dating, new people coming on the scene and work as well. The situation is a Ten of Pentacles, so very great situation card. Things going well and at home and at work and with your health, and having this moment of respite. That's the word that just came to me. I don't even use that word, but it's where you get a break. You get a break, and this is really important, you guys, because in the incoming energy, I got the Death card. So please do not be afraid of the Death card. This is about change. This is about change. And what I am seeing is that something is about to change. And because it's in the external influence, it's not necessarily your life's going to change. There's going to be a change that happens outside of you that then causes you to experience change. So yes, it's going to change your life, but it's not coming from your life. So now this could mean that like a boss leaves. It can be that a new company buys your company and processes change. It can be your home or your apartment, like the property owner changes and they change things. So there's change coming from externally, from external sources that is going to impact you. But because the situation that we're looking at is the Ten of Pentacles, that means that this is not going to be negative, just maybe uncomfortable, because we don't really always like change. Yeah. And also just taking time to enjoy the moment before that big change comes, resting and enjoying your good health and things like that. The challenge is the King of Wands taking action, making decisions, things that you may be sleeping on, which is funny for that. I don't really use that wording, but we'll go with it. Where you're not making the choice to do something. So the challenge is mastery of thought. No, sorry, not of thought. My bad. Of taking action. Mastery of making a decision, very clear decisions for yourself that are going to be life-changing. So sometimes we're encouraged to go with the flow of the universe, and sometimes we're being encouraged to move forward from our place of empowerment. So make sure that you're with your higher self when you're making big decisions. You can say, I call in my higher self to make the best decision for me. Now, what's interesting is in the wild card, you got 3 of Pentacles, right? And this talks about success and projects, but it also talks about working with other people. And so I also got in the future the 7 of Swords. This is traditionally the Thief card, but also I'm thinking of energy vampires. I'm thinking of somebody wanting to either steal your energy or challenge you and drain your energy in that way. So be shield up, like have your shields up. I really feel like this is work related. But if you don't work, it might be in somewhere that you go to often. I do not sense any physical danger. I see energetic draining. I see somebody trying to push your buttons and trigger you. That's the kind of thievery I see. So with that in mind, do not be afraid, just be aware. So our readings are not to make us afraid, it is to bring awareness to us so that we can be one step ahead. And so that way makes things a little bit easier, and allows us to just move appropriately. Okay, so we're gonna pull from the Sacred Traveler deck, Denise Lynn. So kind of like a mixed bag, success and celebration, working with others, teamwork being awesome. And then there's like this one person that is giving you a hard time. So that's what I'm kind of getting from that. All right, what is our message for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? I want to say that it took me a long time to shuffle for you today, before I got on, which is why I pull the initial cards off camera, because I need that moment to allow the shuffling to take place and the cards to shuffle into where they're supposed to be. Yeah, so maybe things are up in the air right now, air signs. And it's taking a moment for things to settle. All right. So I got the Begin Now card, Take Your First Step, and it landed right on top of the Ace of Cups. And so I think in the past you have been nudged and encouraged to open yourself up to love and friendships and connections and dating. If you are in a relationship, there's maybe a breath of fresh air that needs to be breathed into your relationship. So think about that. And friendships. I mean, sometimes it's not about romantic relationships. Excuse me. Sometimes it's about friendships. So think about where that makes sense for you. So that's the Begin Now, take your first step. So sometimes the journey is an inner journey. It's not an outer journey. It's not moving. It's not changing jobs or anything like that. Sometimes it's about a new journey inside, a new spiritual practice, something new that you want to learn. Passion and pleasure savor your life. So making sure you're making space for joy, and some certain new things that you want to learn can fulfill your passion. And that could be about that, or it could be about celebrating. It could be about going out and doing something fun with somebody. It could be about bonfires. We're almost in that season for that. And then grounding. Okay, go deep, explore your roots. And I really think that's about what I just said about your passions and what you want to do. Maybe there is an empty space right now that you need to fill with something, with a new thing, like a new study, a new exercise routine, or reading a certain book, or reading in general. Like maybe you want to start reading more and you give yourself an hour a day to read a book. So wherever that falls in for you, take that message. Grounding, like make sure you're out in nature. I've been breathing deep a lot during this reading, and catching my breath. So definitely feeling the need for peace, inner peace, and making sure you're taking time to breathe. Make sure you're taking time to breathe. Literally sitting with yourself and breathing can really just clear your mind real quick. Okay. And making sure that you're out in nature sometimes. You might find yourself in the house all the time. In the house, in the office, back in the house. In the grocery store, in your car, in the office, in your house. That's not enough time for nature to heal you. So you might need to just get out to a park or somebody's backyard and be with nature and sit out there and breathe and let the energy of the planet heal you, okay? Because it can. All right, so what is with all the shuffling, you guys? You help me out here. Beautiful uncaging. Wow, how powerful is that? I can't wait to show you that card. Most likely, I'm going to read from the book on that one. Here's that one right there. Okay, great. All right, we're almost done, you guys. So now, if you're still with me, I thank you for your patience while I shuffle like crazy, because it's been that kind of reading. So a beautiful uncaging. Heart. Do you see that heart? Do you see that big old heart? Do you see the key? The keyhole, I should say. And the Ace of Cups, opening your heart, expanding the space, allowing others to step in to that space, your energetic heart space, where you are opening up a little bit to allow love in, okay? And that is not always romantic. It can also be about new friendships, new connections. So let that open, let that be. You're the one, you're responsible for opening that up. Only you have the key to do that. And bearing fruit. Okay, bearing fruit, which just means that your dreams are bearing fruit. It means that your efforts are seen and that there are things developing and unfolding for your highest good and for your benefit. don't give up. Don't give up on all your hard work, everything that you have been putting forward to have a good life. You want to have a good life, and you've been putting the work in. And I feel like Spirit wants you to hear that, acknowledge, saying that we're acknowledging that about you. We are acknowledging all the hard work that you've been doing to become a better person, to understand yourself more, to understand others more, to take the time to hear others truly, their perspective, their feelings. All of it is being seen and heard. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, which card are we going to read? We can only read one card. Which one do you want to hear? I am going with bearing fruit. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and read that one. I'm going to hold the card up. This is for my air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Beautiful, uncaging. Let me steady my hand here. Key concepts: the prison of guilt, a need for self-inventory, rigorous honesty, accountability, making amends. At this time, you're being called to assess where guilt is playing a part in your life. Recognize how it is affecting you and others and address it so you can release yourself from its grip. Guilt is a powerful emotional state capable of transforming difficult situations. It keeps you accountable for your actions when you've done something that causes harm. However, it can also feed a self-sabotaging cycle that fosters codependency and a distorted sense of personal power. Self-blame can lead to behaviors that perpetuate low self-worth. Have you done or said something for which you need to make amends? Have you disregarded a boundary or broken a promise? Guilt can make you aware of potential ways you have given injury and show you how to redress the transgression. When you sincerely admit you're wrong and begin the process to fix it, this is an act of accountability, responsibility, and liberation. Take a moment now to consider when you have harmed others or yourself. This knowledge will free you from the story you tell about it, so you're able to connect with truthful remorse. Now is the time for rigorous honesty as you take a self-inventory with a neutral state of mind. A good question to ask yourself now is why the guilt is there. You might be taking on a burden that is not even yours to carry. Pay attention, take action, and uncage yourself from the prison of your own making. So I'm glad that I gave the message that I did prior to reading the book, because I think this is a totally different part of the message. And I want to say on that note that is talking about, what I am gathering here is that this might be, wow, if you look really closely, there's a person. Actually looks like an angel. Do you see that person? This might be regret. This might be about your choices that you've made in the past. Wow. And I just noticed there's actually a key. There is a key in there already. It's like, see the 3D key? It's sticking out. Yeah. Wow, what a deep image. So this could be about regret from the past and the way that you interacted with others, but it can also be about the things that you allowed into your life that hurt you. And you could be in punishing yourself, self-sabotaging, feeling guilt around that has happened. And it's really time to let that go and look towards the future. You do not deserve to be punished for anything that happened in your past. The only thing that any of us can really do is, as of today, be the best person we can be. The only thing that we can do as of today is treat ourselves like our own best friend and protect ourselves from people and situations that would harm us. That is really all that we can do. The past is the past. It's not, We can't change it. You can't go back and change the past. You can pick at it. You can review it 100 different times, 100 different ways. It doesn't matter if you could have made a better decision, because it's over. It's done. There's nothing you can do about that. Like, there's nothing you can do about it now, okay? Let it go. Let it go. Move forward. Drop that anchor. Let it go. It is what it is. So let's move forward with the here and now as our best self. And know that we're going to get better every day. Okay? I'm going to leave you with that. Kind of feel a little teared up about that. I hope that you guys have a wonderful October. And I hope that all is well in your world and continues to be well in your world. Take care, everybody.